Here are some more conversion factors which you need to remember. In this example, it says if an athlete trains for 2 hours and 45 minutes a day, how many minutes did they train for in total? We know 1 hour equals 60 minutes. Two hours equals 60, add 60, which is 120 minutes. We can now add 120 to 45, which equals 165 minutes. So the athlete trained for 165 minutes in total. The next example says during a road trip, a family drove 300 miles. What is the distance in kilometers? To convert miles to kilometers, we divide by 5, then multiply by 8. 300 divided by 5 equals 60. 60 multiplied by 8 equals 480 kilometers. Here are a couple of more examples. The first one says a train travels 200 kilometers per hour. What is its speed in miles per hour? To convert kilometers to miles, we divide by 8 first, then multiply by 5. 200 divided by 8 equals 25. 25 multiplied by 5 equals 125. So the answer is 125 miles per hour. The next example says Kyle has slept for 120 hours. Nancy has slept for 8,640 minutes. Who has slept for a greater amount of time and by how many days? We know 1 hour equals 60 minutes. We also know that 1 day equals 24 hours. If we convert 8,640 minutes to hours, we can then compare the numbers to see who slept longer. 8,640 divided by 60 equals 144 hours. Now that both measurements are in the same units, we can compare the numbers. So Kyle slept for 120 hours and Nancy slept for 144 hours. So Nancy slept longer. The question is also asking by how many days. To work that out, we can do 144 minus 120, which equals 24 hours. We know that 1 day equals 24 hours, so the answer is Nancy slept longer by 1 day. Here are some practice questions for you to try. Press pause and have a go at them, and when you're ready for the answers, press play. The first question says Mark drives his car for 150 miles. How many kilometers does he drive? To convert miles to kilometers, we first divide by 5, then multiply by 8. 150 divided by 5 equals 30. 30 multiplied by 8 equals 240 kilometers. So Mark drives his car 240 kilometers. The next question says Lucy walks 8 kilometers every day. How many miles does she walk in a week? To convert kilometers to miles, we divide by 8, then multiply by 5. So 8 divided by 8 equals 1. 1 multiplied by 5 equals 5. So Lucy walks 5 miles each day. We know that 1 week equals 7 days. So 5 times 7 equals 35 miles. So Lucy walks 35 miles in a week. The next question says Hannah and Sarah are having a running contest. Sarah runs 24 kilometers and Hannah runs 35 miles. Who runs further? To be able to compare the numbers, they need to be in the same units. If we convert 35 miles to kilometers, we can then compare the numbers to see who runs further. To convert miles to kilometers, we need to divide by 5, then multiply by 8. 35 divided by 5 equals 7. 7 multiplied by 8 equals 56 kilometers. So Sarah runs 24 kilometers and Hannah runs 56 kilometers. So the answer to the question is Hannah. She runs further than Sarah. Here are some more practice questions for you to try. Press pause and have a go at them, and when you're ready for the answers, press play. The first question says a movie lasts 3 hours. How many minutes is this? We know 1 hour equals 60 minutes. So 3 hours will be 60 multiplied by 3. So we're going from big units to smaller units, so we multiply. 60 times 3 equals 180 minutes. The next question says John went on holiday for 3 days. How many hours is this? We know 1 day equals 24 hours. 3 days will equal 24 multiplied by 3, which is 72 hours. We've gone from big units to smaller units, so we've multiplied. The next question says Mark completes 1 delivery in 15 minutes. John takes 35 seconds longer. How long did John take? Give your answer in seconds. Mark completes it in 15 minutes and John completes it in 15 minutes 35 seconds. We know 1 minute equals 60 seconds. We need to convert 15 minutes to seconds. because we're going from big units to small units, we need to multiply 60 multiplied by 15, which equals 900 seconds. John takes an additional 35 seconds, so we can add 900, add 35, which equals 935 seconds. So John takes 935 seconds.